I think our team is really proud to be picked at the top of the conference. You know, they've worked hard in the past. We brought back a lot of returners, and they're excited. They have really high expectations. And as we've merged the new coaching staff with the team, we've spent a lot of time on the transition, understanding how we're going to move forward, the pieces that we want to keep, because obviously they've been super successful. And so I think we've spent the last few weeks trying to create a new identity and merge some different pieces. You know, every time you start a new year, you graduate some seniors, you bring in some freshmen, and so you really want to create a system that's going to highlight their strengths. And I think together we've spent a lot of time figuring that out. I think our expectations from the get-go are to win a conference championship. You know, that's a part of Transylvania women's basketball and something that's just kind of a cornerstone of the program. We want to be successful. We want to be not only at the top of the league, but at the top of the country. And so I think, you know, being picked at the top is more just I think just a piece of that puzzle of where we want to be. It doesn't change our expectations. It certainly doesn't lower them. You know, we hope that that's what we're always aspiring to be, and that we always have a team that can put us in that place to win those games. You know, this is a team that works really hard. This is a team that puts in the time in the off season. This is a team that really cares about each other and trusts each other, and really wants to be coached and wants to get better. And so I think, you know, given all the teams I've been really fortunate to coach that are super successful, you know, it's those common denominators. And, you know, I've been super excited. I think probably the biggest difference is every time they're trying to motivate each other, they're saying, "Come on, y'all," instead of "Let's go." So besides that, I think there's just a lot of pieces that are the same, and I'm super excited to be working with them. It's always just making sure you're getting better every week. You know, you want to be the team that changes every week, every month, and really looks different at the end of the season. And so I think finding ways to be creative and keep getting better is every really good team's challenge. You know, I really think this team has all the pieces to be super successful. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I know defense wins championships, but you still have to put points up on the board. And this is a team that can shoot the ball really, really well. And so we're going to find ways to take advantage of that. We're going to find ways to get up and down the floor, and at the same time make sure, you know, we are not putting ourselves in a disadvantage on defense. And so, you know, when you're able to score points like this team will be able to, you can go in and win any game on any given night. And so I think that's going to be one of our biggest strengths, is we're going to be able to put up, you know, 70 to 80 on a consistent basis, and teams are going to have to find a way to keep pace with that. You know, obviously Nicole and Caitlin are veteran scorers in this conference, and those are two players that we're going to be looking towards. But, you know, as we look at this team that really wants to be a national contender, you have to be, you know, at least 2 deep at each position, you know, just to handle all of the injuries, you know, games where you get into foul trouble. And I really think, you know, from our freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors across the board, they're all finding ways to contribute. You know, we went to Canada, everybody played, and it was 13 people, and everybody found their own way to contribute. And I really think at the end of the day, when we're talking about this team's success, it's going to be the fact that we do have some people that can score the ball, but we also need people that can, you know, defend and rebound and get the ball down the floor. And as we look at each of our players, they all have something they can bring to the table that can help this team, you know, compete for the championship. And really their goal is to make a run, you know, deep in the NCAA tournament. And as we all work towards that, you know, I think they really are trying to figure out what part can they do to be successful, and how does that really play out with the whole team.